This video focuses on the judicial powers that Congress actually has, and largely this is a major check that Congress has on the president. This largely focuses on the impeachment process, which is sort of misunderstood. But in Article 1 of the Constitution, it does say that Congress can impeach any elected official, really another member of Congress or a Supreme Court judge, but you usually hear most with presidents, for treason, which is sort of like betraying your country, bribery, which is pretty self explanatory, high crimes, which we would call felonies today, and misdemeanors, which would be like lesser offenses. So really, like it's any kind of wrongdoing a president could be accused of, right? So it's really a two-part process, and each part of Congress is responsible for a different part of the process. So it's the House of Representatives first that's responsible for the impeachment process. So impeachment means that a president is formally being accused of something. So that requires a simple majority. So that's 51%. So there's 435 members of the House of Reps. So that's 218 representatives, 51%, have to simply vote to say, yes, it appears that the president has done something wrong. That's all impeachment means, is that you are accused of something. Doesn't mean you're guilty. Doesn't mean you're innocent. Just means you're accused. So only three presidents in American history have been impeached. Andrew Johnson in the 1860s, Bill Clinton in the 1990s. He was accused of perjury, lying under oath. And then Trump has the distinction of being impeached twice. He's the only president impeached two separate times in American history. The first was for obstruction of justice. This was an allegation that he was basically trying to pressure the country of Ukraine into announcing investigations into Joe Biden and his son Hunter and their business dealings in Ukraine right before the 2020 election to make him look bad. And then towards the end of his presidency, he was accused and impeached for the involvement in the January 6th. He was accused of leading an insurrection. So basically, impeachment just means you're formally accused by the House of Representatives. Then the second part of the process is conducted by the Senate, and this is where the trial happens. The 100 senators become basically the jury, and then it kind of runs like a normal court case. The Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court presides over the case. There's witnesses, there's cross examinations, there's all that kind of stuff, testimony. And then after hearing all the evidence, the Senate takes a vote. It's more difficult to actually get a conviction in the Senate because now you need 2/3 of the senators to vote guilty in order for the president to be convicted. That's 67 of the 100 senators. So the House of Representatives impeaches. That means they just accuse, and that requires a majority. The Senate does the actual deciding of guilt or innocence in the trial part, and they need 2/3 in order to convict. So three presidents have been impeached by the House, Trump twice, also Andrew Johnson and Bill Clinton. All of them were found not guilty in their Senate trials, right? So we've had three presidents impeached, Trump twice, but we've had all of them found not guilty in their trials, right? So again, impeachment just means accused, but the trial is actually done by the Senate.